Hi guys, I'm Adam Wilborn from What Culture Football.
And I'm Adam Cleary, desperately trying to stifle a sneeze.
And welcome to 4-4 News.
Oh my God, I hate that name so much.
Coming up, just when you thought you'd escaped any Neymar rumours, we've got some more for you.
Just when you thought you'd escaped any Messi rumours, we've got some more for you.
All the results from the Euro 2020 qualifying last night.
And we mean all the results from Euro 2020 qualifying last night. Do you do this as the news on the football?
No, I think we still sort of... What culture will be playing 4-4 News?
Yes, but anyway, coming up first for you today, Lionel Messi has played his entire professional career at Barcelona, something like 463 games, something casual like, I don't know, 410 goals or something like that. But the man is 32, he is winding down his career, he's entering the autumn, not of his life, certainly, because there's nothing wrong with being 32, is there? But he is coming to the end of his contract. He's coming to the...
No, I just thought he's not a kid anymore, because people call him the GOAT.
Yep, good. He's coming to the end of his contract. It's currently on the table until 2021, but it has been revealed today that there is a clause in that contract that allows him to cancel it on the 30th of June every single year. Apparently, a lot of Barcelona's top stars have had this clause in their contract. Puyol was one such example, and Gerard Piqué, we do too much Star Trek news. Gerard Piqué has revealed today that he knows that Messi may be tempted to end his contract at the end of the fourth coming season at the age of 33. Now, Barcelona obviously desperate for him to not do that because he's still, go on, say it.
One of the GOATs.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say the GOAT because then it'll get a Ronaldo, Messi.
He is still the GOAT. So he may be walking away from Barcelona at the end of this season. But I will say I find this incredibly unlikely because why, if you're only 33, he could conceivably play the way he's played. I mean, the guy's adapted his game every couple of years of his career to change the way his body's developing. So if he had a lot of power in his early years, had a lot more grace as he got into 30, and now he's adding a lot more
beard.
He's adding a lot more beard to his game, so I don't see any reason why he couldn't keep playing on for a good few years.
No, and I think anyone's speculating, saying, well, what if a massive money move from America or China comes in? I think he's all right for money, to be honest.
I think he's all right for money, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that Chinese league or, I don't know, some other surplus oil division.
Russia sometimes used to do it, didn't it?
God, yeah. I'm not saying they couldn't throw money at him, but Messi is going to go down as the greatest player in history, probably.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Certainly in the top two, anyway,
Yes.
Put it that way. I don't think he needs to go to any of these other leagues. I tell you where I would like to see him go, though.
Chesterfield.
No.
Oh.
Newell's Old Boys.
Right.
The only other club he's ever played for beside Barcelona, where he started his journey in football as a wee nipper before Barcelona, stole him and jabbed him full of growth hormones. I'd love to see him go back there and play in Argentina because Messi's relationship with the Argentinian football fans is not great. It's kind of always been a tense relationship with him at international level because they always seem to think he should be winning them the World Cup and stuff. So to end his career in Argentina, I think it'd be a really nice bit of poetry, that.
Yeah, that's a nice touch, that. And as we saw last night in a friendly, Argentina without Messi cannot score goals.
No, not very good, no.
Right.
Speaking of friendlies last night, glorified ones anyway.
Should we talk about the Euro 2020
Yes,
qualifiers?
that's right, Euro 2020 qualifiers.
Yes, lots of results to fill you in on. We'll start, of course, with the Republic of Ireland, who earned a well-earned draw against Switzerland. Still top of Group D, ahead of Switzerland and Denmark. A late header from David McGoldrick salvaged a point from them. And you were telling me about Fabian Schär's goal.
I'm late for work this morning because I could not physically put trousers on after watching that Fabian Schär goal. Have you seen it? Have you seen the goal?
No.
He gets the ball, centre-back, remember? Centre-back,
Yeah.
It cost Newcastle 4 million, remember? Picks up the ball, just into the Republic of Ireland half, ventures forward a couple of yards, right? And then he lays it off to a midfielder and thinks, I'm going to have a run here. Lays it off to a midfielder, gets it back, lays it off to another midfielder, who then lays the ball across the path of his run. He keeps running, he's at the edge of the box by this stage, at which point the centre forward who's just got it, just taps it into his path, and first time he kills it around the goalkeeper.
Wow.
I'm not joking, right? If Virgil van Dijk had scored that goal, people would be saying, it's proof he's the best defender who's ever lived. It is honestly one of the best, not one of the best individual goals, certainly the best team goal I think I've ever seen a defender score in my life. It is unbelievable. It should be worth the same amount of goals as whatever David McGoldrick scored. Proves there's something wrong with football. That should win you a game outright.
It is legitimately the second best goal from last night after the OG in the Northern Ireland game, which is absolutely spectacular. I watched it and went, cracking finish that. Oh, he's meant to be defending.
Yes. Look, That goal versus Fabian Schär's goal is the Ronaldo-Messi debate. Which one's better?
Indeed.
It's Fabian Schär.
Yeah. Out of Ronaldo Messi.
Out of Ronaldo Messi, yeah.
But yeah, Republic of Ireland doing really well in their qualifiers so far.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I am just sick of the Ronaldo Messi Schär debate. Why not just enjoy all three of them while we still got them? This game proves that, if anything.
But I reckon they've got a good chance of qualifying.
It's been weird for the Republic of Ireland because obviously we grew up at a time when they were like as likely, if not more likely, to qualify for tournaments than England were. I remember watching the '94 World Cup asking, Mummy, where are England and Scotland? And she was like, no, they're both playing in green. Just support them.
David O'Leary scoring winning penalties in a shootout and everything.
Yeah, in an attempt to get, bless my mum, in an attempt to get like 6-7-year-old me interested in the '94 World Cup, she told me Argentina was Sheffield Wednesday because I liked Chris Waddle.
Where's Waddle? Can't quite see a mullet.
Well, they were all like
here.
terrible tiny little TV, so it was like, oh, that's Waddle. Is it? That's Chris Waddle,
Close
yeah,
enough,
Sheffield
isn't it?
Wednesday.
But yeah, Republic of Ireland hopefully qualifying for that. And another team who looks set to qualify, top of Group F, 100% record, is Spain.
Didn't have it all their own way, though, and needed a sending off to get through.
Yeah, and a superb last-minute save from Kepa Arrizabalaga against Romania to earn themselves a 2-1 victory. Yeah, I don't really. Spain are going through a sort of weird period of transition now, aren't they? All the legends are sort of. I mean, Sergio Ramos scored a penalty last night,
Yes.
but you know you've got the new players coming through as well.
The thing about Spain, and we noticed this at the World Cup, is they don't seem particularly well suited to moving on from the Alonso as Xavi and Iniesta days. Their midfield, I think we all thought Thiago Alcantara was going to be all three of those players rolled into one, and so far he has not been that at all, really. They look a side that's going to have pretty much back to the Spain of old, really. Incredible individual players, but struggling to put a unit together. They certainly didn't look, from the highlights I've seen, all that confident against Romania. They look like they're lacking in identity, which, I mean, if you watched our brilliant podcast on England yesterday, one thing England do have to their credit is a bit of an identity at national level. Spain look a bit devoid of one. The tiki-taka of latter years appears to have deserted.
Especially when they were just like, what do we do with Diego Costa?
I think Costa was the problem, really, because all of a sudden they had this actual centre forward. I remember them going to a tournament playing Fabregas up front for the entire thing. Finally, they had a centre forward who scored goals. Oh, well, let's play around him. None of these players play with a big lad at club level.
Did not know what to do.
No.
Run through some other results from last night. Wins for Italy, huge win for Denmark against Gibraltar and Sweden, as well as Norway. Tonight, we get Germany versus the Netherlands.
Yeah, this is... Well, no Holland at the World Cup, which is obviously a big loss in my opinion, and might as well have been no Germany at the World Cup for all they did. So very much a tale of two teams who need this result. Of course, if you're an England fan, you do tend to get suckered into the idea that England-Germany is Germany's biggest rivalry, when nobody in Germany gives a toss about that. It's the rivalry with the Netherlands. So this is not two bald men fighting over a comb, but two teams who really, really need this boon, I'd say.
Two thin men with hair thinning.
Yes, arguing over whose hair's thinning the most.
Indeed. Should we move on now and talk about Neymar? Because I feel like he hasn't been covered enough.
No, we actually can't do this because I did the news with you yesterday, and I promised everybody watching this would be the last time we talked about Neymar. So, I mean, you can if you want, but I'll have to sit this one out.
Okay, I've got an idea. Apparently Juventus, this is according to reports in Tuttosport. I don't know why I said it with that accent. I don't know why I said it with that. Tuttosport. Juventus wanted to unite Cristiano Ronaldo and name redacted this summer. They apparently offered PSG...
Nah, that's the worst pattern in the world.
Indeed.
That, yeah.
They apparently offered PSG 90 million and Paulo Dybala for Neymar, and they still went, nah, you're right.
What?
Yeah. Of course, loads of reports that Neymar was going to be off to Barcelona, Real Madrid were linked with him.
Do you mean to tell me that the only actual interesting Neymar story of the entire summer transfer window didn't get reported during the summer transfer window? Wow, that is actually good. Why wouldn't PSG go for that?
I genuinely don't know. They're presumably holding out for just even more money.
They were clearly expecting Neymar to go, weren't they? Because they built the side, they didn't use him so much at the start, and he was clearly wanting to leave, and that's a good offer.
A weird one. I just assume that
Just Dybala's wages again, like it was for every other club.
Yes. I just assume it's either that or, yeah, he had his heart set on Barcelona, or they were just hoping for more money from Barcelona. Lots of speculation as to whether that deal will be back on either next summer or possibly even January. I don't know.
Speaking of January, do you think anything, obviously, because it's like 3 days into the official close of the European-wide transfer window, we now are getting all the speculation for January. We can go through them if you like. What do you think my odds are of getting a move to to Atletico.
Yes, Christian Eriksen has been linked with a move to Atletico Madrid. Apparently,
Again.
Kieran Trippier's been sorting that one out allegedly.
Yeah.
I don't see that one happening.
I don't see Spurs being in a position where they can let anybody go in January at the minute.
No. Dybala, speaking of him, has been linked with a £65 million move to Tottenham in January. Do you think that's happening?
No, because as we've said, nobody will pay Dybala's wages.
Nope.
Nobody will pay Dybala's wages, especially everything gets inflated during January anyway.
It's mad, isn't it? No one buys any
bonuses, wages, everything gets a massive big increase in January. So I can't see anybody going for Dybala.
I cannot see it happening. Can't wait to report that in December, though.
Yep.
And the final news story of the day, intriguing one centering around Paul Pogba. Of course, lots of speculation about him moving on from Man United, either this summer or in January or next summer or whatever. But now apparently Man United have contacted Pogba's agent, this is according to, I haven't written it down, to extend his contract beyond 2021. It's mad, this, isn't it?
I can only assume this has got to do with bargaining power for any time. If he signs a new contract, they can charge whatever they want for him. Because 2021, it's getting to the stage where if you don't sell him this summer, you have to let him go next summer for free. Which is the problem Tottenham are going to have with Eriksen. If they can't shift him on in January, then they're going to lose him for free at the end of the season, which I would argue the money they get for him in January versus what could potentially happen at the end of that season means it's probably worth letting him go for free and getting 6 more months
It's
out of him.
always intriguing, that, isn't it? Basically, sometimes they have to sit players down and go, look, we want to sign you for 4 more years. We obviously won't have you for 4 more years, but we want some money for you.
I'm here renewing my contract and my dedication to play for this club. I hope to end my career here. It's actually just a bargaining chip for 12 months online. Like, I know 2021 seems like a long way away, but genuinely, that means that the summer coming up, Man United have no real bargaining power over Pogba because any teams coming in from go, we'll keep him then and we'll have him for free in 12 months' time to take this offer. So if they do want to sell him and they're not expecting him to go in January, they do need to extend that contract.
What they should have done, signed players in the summer.
Or sold him and then use that money to sign players. One last thing. International breaks.
Yes.
Do you hate them?
Well, it doesn't really matter to me as a Chesterfield fan. We'll still keep playing and still keep losing. But as a fantasy football man,
Yeah.
it pisses me right off.
Yeah, international breaks are all right, I guess, but no. Also, they're not, are they?
At least their competitive fixtures are not like friendlies and stuff. That's even worse.
Yeah, till out of Denmark.
Fair.
Feature Brother 60.
Fair enough. Let's move on to your Twitter questions. Don't forget, you can always send them to us at WhatCultureFC. One question today from Chris.
Before we start, do you want to say we don't get enough questions here on What Culture Football?
Yeah.
Please do. It's not like the rest of the channel where we get like 200 of them. We've got to pick the best ones. Probably a good chance if you submit your question, we'll give it a good couple of minutes. We'll give it a good bit of debate. We'll give it the time it deserves. We will sit down and we will really go through your question if you just send it in at WhatCultureFC.
So Chris asks, when Jurgen Klopp steps away from Liverpool, should Steven Gerrard be the next Liverpool manager? Personally, I think this would be a perfect fit.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, do that. I personally love to see Steven Gerrard managing a Champions League side at the top end of the Premier League. Do
you think we've gone a bit too far with the whole ex-players managing teams?
Give it Gerrard till end of season. Yeah. Oh my God, that would be. Please, I beg, as a non-Liverpool fan, I beg, please give the Liverpool job to Steven Gerrard.
And as I'd just like to clarify, as two men sitting here who club legends have managed their clubs and got them relegated, maybe not. Maybe not.
Oh, but he's good though. He stands there in a suit and Ibrox, doesn't he? And looks cross at refereeing decisions. What else do you have to do?
Yeah.
Please give it to Steven Gerrard.
Please. Would be.
Please.
It'd be intriguing. I mean, just to watch. I'd have a 24/7. Remember, we used to have player cams on football.
Yeah.
I'd have one just trained on Ewan all week. Just they slowly capitulate.
No, well, you see, the thing was, it wasn't his fault for picking like 4 centre forwards. And, yeah, Steven.
What's that? Jermaine Defoe's just signed for Liverpool. Yeah, not the best. But let us know your Twitter questions. We will answer them properly sometimes.
I mean. Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts on that and all of today's news stories in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. As I said,
No. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Very good.
Thank you.
Can we do that every time a picture of Fabian Schär just pops
Well, you
up?
see, this is the thing is, I've had this gimmick in my back pocket for a while, but my friends over at the Gallagate Shots podcast were going to make a T-shirt which was like, share, subscribe as their thing, but I don't know if it's quite got off the ground yet. And I've just been like, can I have it? Can I have it yet? Can I have it? Can I have it now?
Any other players' names who rhyme with like or subscribe, please let us know in the comments
Yes,
as well.
please.
And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and send us Twitter questions at WhatCultureFC. Well, actually, there, follow both of us. You can follow him at
Adam Cleary, Clery.
You can follow me at Adam Wilborn. You can follow us all at WhatCultureFC. And make sure you subscribe to What Culture Football for daily football podcasts. Enjoy the international weekend.
Try your best to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we will
We'll see you soon. Football.
Football.